Hello, I am IceBeast and welcome back to Distant Worlds universe. We are doing good. We are doing good. I realized that the last episode was a little vassal management, too much CK2. A little ship management intensive, but we should be now reaping the rewards of that ship management. So yeah, I got my fleets are refueling and retrofitting. The 9th fleet is here, and I believe it is fully retrofitted. So these should be like the Mopasa Mark 8. Yes, so now we just need to refuel, and hopefully the Thurian gas mining station allows us to do so. And then, let's see, the 4th fleet is retrofitting, and the 1st fleet is retrofitting and also gaining some new ships. These are part of the 1st fleet that have just arrived. The 4th fleet is going to need a complete new fleet, basically. So we're gonna do that. Did I build some new ships on the last episode? Let me just see what I got. Military ships. Not in a fleet. No, I did not build any new ships on the last episode, so that's fine. We still don't have. We lost one of our best generals, unfortunately. I'm a little sad about that. But and we still don't have any intelligence agents. They have all died off and will never be seen ever again. This guy is giving us plus 20% colony income, which is why I have it. And then Lursa is also giving us 20% colony income, and that's kind of funny. Just from, the history of Star Trek. Speaking of which, a new series has been announced. That's about it. Not a whole lot of information about what's happening in that new series. So yeah. So the 7th fleet is done actually repairing. So what I want to do, I'm going to take the 1st fleet and I want to send them to Lustis, I think. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the 7th fleet, and we need to do a little bit of management here, so I apologize about this, but first we'll actually have the 7th fleet. We'll start with the general retrofitting process of the 7th fleet, and then we will have to do just a little bit of management here. Military ships. It'd be really nice if I could say just, show me 7th fleet, but that's okay. 7th fleet. So what we're looking for is cruisers. I think you guys know this again. It's going to be just a slightly boring. All right, cruiser. So you just retrofit to the Mopasa Mark 8. Cruiser, you're an area destruction, so I want to retrofit you to area assault Mark 4. You're also an area assault. I'm going to retrofit you to an area assault Mark 4. You're a Mopasa, so let's retrofit you to Mopasa Mark 8. You're a Mopasa, so I'll retrofit you to Mopasa Mark 8. And that's it. Which makes me think, let's view the 7th fleet. The 7th fleet only has a handful of good ships here. So what we're going to do is we'll let that retrofit, but we're also going to build probably, I'm going to build, let's say, 8 Mopasa Mark 8s, 8 capital ships purchase, and then I'm also going to build 2 more area assault Mark 4s purchase, and these guys are going to be join the 7th fleet. We have a breakthrough in what? Standard troop compartment. Awesome. Let us get a lot of good stuff ahead of us here. We really should try to get towards enhanced research, so let's do that. That could seriously benefit us pretty heavily in the future. Let's see, can we get, I still want to try to get a mutual defense pact, but they don't want one at this time. That's too bad. These guys are okay with us. They're cautious. These guys still love us. Change relationship. Proposed free trade agreement. You still don't want a free trade agreement. Really interesting. Let's get a free trade agreement with you. Yeah, that should help us out. The Shellyak. You don't want a free trade agreement at this time. That's fine. The Hadley, they're pretty happy with us. Okay, we'll get a free trade agreement with them. Yeah, in general, everybody seems to like us. We're pretty popular. So the first fleet is moving. They have a decent amount of firepower. The 9th fleet is refueling with a lot of firepower. The 7th fleet is retrofitting. And hopefully that gets them a decent amount of new firepower. Let's also look, did any of this stuff get colonized yet? We have vision here. Does that mean we have a colony ship here that's en route? No, we just have vision there for some reason. 6th fleet is now ready to retrofit. The 6th fleet has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cruisers. 1, 2, only 4 carriers though, and it does have 2 capital ships. So what you're gonna need is carriers and capital ships in the future. The 6th fleet, let's get you retrofit to latest design at nearest shipyard. And then what we're gonna have to do is a little bit of this management again. So military ships, and we're looking for military ships in the 6th fleet. So we're looking for cruisers again, because we have the 2 cruiser designs, and we want to make sure they get upgraded to the right design. This is a Mopasa, so we're going to retrofit you to a Mopasa Mark 8. Retrofit you to a Mopasa Mark 8. So you're retrofitting to Mopasa Mark 8. You should retrofit to an area assault. You should also retrofit to an area assault. You should retrofit to a Mopasa Mark 8. Wow, these guys have Type 2 disruptors? Wow, that's really old. You should retrofit to a Mopasa Mark 8. You should retrofit to an area assault. You should retrofit to a Mopasa Mark 8. And then that's a carrier, and then this cruiser should retrofit. I'm actually going to retrofit you to a Mopasa Mark 8. I think I would rather have another Mopasa Mark 8. And then I think that's it in the 6th fleet. No, you actually have a lot of cruisers. Maybe I should have retrofitted you to a area assault Mark 4. I think I'm going to go back and retrofit that one to an area assault Mark 4. It should be the last cruiser, I think. Destroyers, carrier, frigate, carrier, destroyer, and then we're in the 7th fleet. All right. There was one cruiser here, which I believe I said to retrofit to Mopasa Mark 8. We'll send that to an area assault Mark 4. All right. Cool. So that should be good. And then the one thing I do want to look at is see if any of these ships have completed. And if they have, so most of them have completed, 2 have not. They also have a decent amount of fuel because of the huge hydrogen economy that I have available to me now, which is great. And we will want to try to put the pressure back on the Cardassians if we can, and we'll do it by launching an assault on their territory, which should immediately cause them to declare war on us and game the overall system. That's the plan, at least. We're hoping it works out. So let's see, retrofitting is going well. The 4th fleet's is done. The 1st fleet got to where I wanted it to go, but had not refueled. The 9th fleet is refueling. 7th fleet has finished retrofitting. Awesome. Investigate the ruins. So now the 7th fleet can get new ships, or get new fuel, and they got up to 29,000 firepower. They're actually gonna get a lot more once we get new stuff on them. I'm not expecting the fleets. I'm not expecting these fleets to, I want you to move all the way back to Olympos. And I also want to make sure we have enough ground troops available. Yep, and we'll get some more Atlantis as well. I have no idea what I was saying. Sixth Fleet has fully upgraded almost instantly. That was pretty impressive. What I want to do is get these ships and see if they're done building. It looks like all of these ships are done building, so they're going to join the 7th Fleet, which will get it a bunch of more firepower. Yep. Almost 50,000 firepower there. And see where that puts us in the strategic value. Holy crap. We're doing great strategic value. We're not doing as good in military strength, which is what I meant to look at. But we still got a ton, and we should be able to get the Cardassians bait them into a war. So that shouldn't be a huge problem. Partoid 3 has been colonized. Awesome. Laboy is no longer reveling. So I don't remember what I was even trying to say, but I'm guessing it's something to do with the amount of firepower available to our fleets. Investigate the ruins. The ruins are silent. But the 4th Fleet is going to need ships. So that is what we're going to get next. Enhanced damage control is awesome. I'd like to get bigger, I think. Do I want to go all the way up to bigger now? Or do I want to get something else first? Maybe I'll go for pure energy discharge. So yeah, let's do that first. Let's go pure... No. I want to cancel this research. Do pure energy discharge. It's only 960,000 credits to rush it, so let's do that. Plus, especially because we have so much money. So they're all refueling now, and each of these fleets has a decent amount of firepower. So we're gonna start building the final phase here. One sec. Frigate, destroyer, carrier. All right. So what we want to build, and we also want to build a couple of carriers as well for that other fleet. But we're gonna build 10, 8, 6. So that is 30, 42. Plus, I'm going to build like 3 area assaults and 2 carriers for that other fleet. And 2 more capital ships for the 6th Fleet as well. Alright, cool. So that should give us lots of ships. The 4th Fleet will be in position. The 6th Fleet is ready to go. The 7th Fleet is doing good. And I kind of want to, consider splitting like the 9th Fleet in half. And, strengthening the individual halves. And the reason for that is I don't really like having to, have this one huge fleet running around causing obliterating everybody. But it is what it is. The Gorn love us, but they don't want to become our friends. I don't know why they don't want to become our friends, but I'd love if they did. And then I have 2 people commanding the same fleet. Yeah, so I should need you to go to the 4th Fleet. And then the other thing I want to do... You guys at research facilities, you should go to a research facility. And go to a... No, that's a spaceport. That was not what I meant for you to do. I should have sent you here. Can I transfer you? No, it's too late. So I think I'm going to do is... Are any of these guys sucky? Yeah, I'm going to dismiss Smector. With the hopes that I get an intelligence agent. it shouldn't take very long before somebody gets recruited for something. Anyways, what I was going to say, and I don't remember, is I don't think we will be getting into the new war with the Cardassians this episode, but we will... oh, there's a new ambassador. See, I told you we'll get something new pretty quickly. I want her to go and help our... become friends with the Sham. Kalar. I believe there's a max number of dudes you can have, so that's part of our problem here. Is we've just maxed out our dudes. Alright. Look how many more fighters this fleet has than the 6th fleet. We accept your proposal. Goodbye. But on the next episode, we will definitely be initiating a new war against the Cardassians. Our final push against them. We have this weird like positioning in the galaxy, but it's okay. So the Federation has decided to trade, so we'll trade with them. And we'll become friends once more. Tillium production begins. That's nice. If we can identify where the main Cardassian fleets are, we can just totally obliterate them before the war even begins. That's kind of what we're going to want to do. What we should see is if those ships have been completed, the ones we ordered, and it appears they have. So all but 2 carriers and 2 capital ships were to be part of this fleet, and they're going to join the 4th fleet, and then the 2 capital ships and the 2 carriers are going to join the 6th fleet. So the 4th fleet, I'm just going to make sure it's fully fueled. The 6th fleet will do the same. And this puts us in a pretty darn good position with all these fleets. You have fueled up, and so I want you to go to Lintist 3. You are here. I want you to... actually, what I want you to do is retrofit to the latest design at nearest shipyard. And let's look at our troop carrier design. Let's just edit this real quick. Good range. So yeah, this is right. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So I think we've also solved a little bit of our fuel economy issues. So that I think is good. So you're here. Let's have you also retrofit to latest design at nearest shipyard. The troop heavy fleet. You have troops, which is part of the problem, but I will, after you drop off your troops and your attack, have you guys retrofit as well. So you guys have retrofitted. Let's have you, actually, let's build another 5 troop transports. And what we're going to do with those 5 is have them join the troops light fleet, or the troops mid fleet, I should say. Thanks. Goodbye. Approve. No thanks. Goodbye. All right. Have we colonized these other planets? This one is the one that I really want to colonize. Cool. So yeah, these troop transports should get built relatively quickly. They're not big ships, and we're gonna have them join its troops mid that needs more. Good. All right, and so you guys are gonna move to Konos, please. The troops light is here. They fully retrofitted. They're gonna load troops at Lintist. Lintist 3 has plenty of troops to give them, so 20 infantry, 7 armor, and 6 special forces. That seems pretty darn good. And we're going to send these guys into position at Allurian. Oh, and the galaxy's going to save. This is pretty much where we're going to end the episode anyway. So I'll just move those troops and then call it a day. So I thank you guys very much for watching. The next episode should be exciting because we're going to go back on the offensive. You know, we got to be Klingons and conquer things. But with that all being said, I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I will see you all. That was me building units. Next time!